Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why I am an aspiring New York Times best-selling author. This idea, I have never, ever, for example, if you are a teacher of mine from elementary school, middle school, even high school, you will know I was never a reader. I did not like reading. I dreaded to read. I really did. I was that student. But I learned that it's not so much that I never cared about reading, it's that all the books that I had to read, I had no interest for. And I discovered as I entered entrepreneurship in 2018, I began reading books, studying courses, watching YouTube videos, and etc. And I learned that it wasn't so much that I didn't enjoy reading or like reading, I just didn't have an interest in any of the books I had to read. But as soon as I began researching books of my own, things that I personally was interested in, I fell in love with reading. And since then, I have read dozens and dozens of books. I love it. They're primarily mental health and personal development books. Anything to help me understand the mind or help me grow. I love books like that. And anyhow, but I had never aspired to become a New York Times bestselling author, let alone write a book. And this came into play when Grant Cardone said in an interview of his, he said everyone has a story, and he believes that everyone should write a book telling their story. And I just think it's so astonishing to write a book, tell your story, share your wisdom, and other people read it. But the reason why I am an aspiring New York Times bestselling author is because when you not only write a book and you release it, you publish it, right? When you become a New York Times bestselling author, you have a higher reputation where when you can go around and people are like, hey, what do you do? And you're like, I'm an author, right? People are like, oh, that's cool. Like, what book did you write? Or what book did you write? And you tell them, right? Some people are going to be like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. But when people ask you, hey, what is it that you do? And you're like, I'm a #1 New York Times bestselling author. Now it's like people conversating. It's like you have their attention, right? It says something. It means there's interest in what it is you have to say. To become a #1 New York Times bestselling author is a dream of mine. Because when I do that, when I publish a book, and I become a #1 New York Times bestselling author, it's going to create such a profound impact to the reader, to those who come across my name, where people are going to be like, the recent New York Times #1 bestselling author goes to Victor Guerra, Victor, aka Victortheinspiration. Who is that? People are going to look you up. Then they're going to see all of the work you have been putting in behind the scenes. And it creates a much greater impact. Like, wow, his book was amazing. Let me look into this guy. And they're going to look into my YouTube channels. Google me. Read my stories, my website. And it creates such a profound impact. And even I will always have something that I can look to and be like, wow. Like, it will be a symbol of how, despite what it is you go through, anything really is possible. Like, I am very open and vulnerable with my content. I share what I have learned from my story. I share the tools I have discovered along the way from my journey. And I think there's something extraordinary that can come from achieving such milestone. Me having a book displayed, like for example, like if I published a book and that book, would definitely replace this tree that I have behind me with the Buddhas around it. I would definitely keep the Buddhas because my grandmother gave me those, so it holds a very special meaning. And let's picture like my book in the middle, and you can see it, and I just think it would be really cool, something I can not only talk about and share about my story, what I learned along the way, but to have my book in the background, and I will know what happened within the journey, how much it took to really overcome those dark mental valleys, to overcome those inner demons, to really, really, really achieve the extraordinary, to really be living in a miracle. Because where I was is nothing short from a miracle. Where I was, many people did not make it out of. And yeah, this video is a bit different. It's a bit different. It's been an idea of mine that I wanted to personally talk about and share with you guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It's different. I'm aiming to upload daily across all of my YouTube channels. It's insane. I agree, 100%. But I'm trying to take advantage of the opportunity to upload content as much as possible, more so within these past 2 months, just because during the holiday season, there's so much attention on YouTube and social media platforms where I'm trying to seize the opportunity to really get my name out there more and share my story and share what it is I have to say and share the words of wisdom I have learned along the way. And so I'm really trying to take advantage of this opportunity, golden opportunity, I would call it, prime opportunity, prime time, and upload as much as possible. But I'm currently uploading daily across all of my YouTube channels, and I currently have 6, so which is insane. Currently, right now, I'm on track to doing 200 pieces of content. Not repurposed content, literally 200 pieces of original content, which is insane. I agree, 100%. But I'm pushing myself. Can I do it? We'll see. I think I can, but there's obviously a lot of things I have to factor into the equation. So yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.